so organized. Ugh, the soda machine goes off right when I hit record. I hope this isn't the most awkward angle ever because I'm 6'4" and trying to film on the ottoman at the salon. But, hold on, I gotta switch this up. Okay, what is up you guys? We just got back from Nashville and I'm really excited to film this video because this kind of stuff just gets me going. Like how couponers get excited about a coupon. I get excited about any kind of hack, especially whenever it's like something you can order from Amazon. It's my favorite thing in this world. I love nothing more than a good organization hack. I used to be not organized at all at anything, and like here recently I've been getting really OCD about just anything and everything. With that being said, today's video is going to be Amazon I can't speak. With that being said, today's video is going to be organization hacks for hairstylists with Amazon purchases. I'm going to be showing you everything that I've been using lately that I've just gotten from Amazon, nothing too fancy, because it's been making my life so much easier. I work with assistants, so instead of having to be like, go get my loop tool, my beads, this color thread, a needle, this, like all these odds and end items, like if I'm doing an extension move up, hey, go get my brunette kit, everything I need, or my blonde kit. I'm also going to be showing you how to organize my Shadesy cube. I've got these things for just maybe $15, $20, and they've literally been a game changer. So we're going to go ahead and get this video started. I'm going to teach you guys how to make a butterbeer first too, so let's go. Literally, if I ever need a pick-me-up in life, I just come over here and I make myself a butterbeer because one, I love Harry Potter, even though I haven't seen all the movies, but I still love it. And so every time we go to Harry Potter World, we get a butterbeer, and we have learned how to recreate it here. So we're gonna first start off with ice. So depending on what kind of ice is your preference, I love this kind that's almost is just as good as the pebble ice. The pebble ice is elite. And my thoughts, because it's just delicious, like the ice you get at like a drink at Sonic. That slaps. So this is more like the ice you get at Chick-fil-A. It's a good in between the pebble ice and the ice you get from the ice maker from your fridge. That ice is no good to me. It'll keep my drink cold, but I don't want to chew on it. I don't want to chomp on it and eat that right after. So we're going to be going in with these kind of ice cubes. What is up? The guy who's building the studio came in and it was so awkward. I'm just going on a rampage about freaking ice and he's just standing there like, I need to get to the sink. Anyways, back to this. Now we're going to be taking our flavorings, and what we've got here is vanilla and butterscotch. This is what's going to make it yummy. So we're going to take the butterscotch, and what we're going to do is hit 2 pumps of that bad boy. A 1, a 2. Take our vanilla, add a squirt of him. Oh, not on the counter. If you're doing this at home, try to avoid your counter. That's a pro tip. If you do make a mess, just take a simple wet paper towel and clean it up. Always wanted to have my own cooking show. I loved Rachel Ray growing up. We take our little blend of flavoring and we're gonna go in for the root beer because this is a butter beer. Fill it up, fill it up, fill it up. And then we're not gonna top it off. We're gonna switch it over to the ginger ale, top this bad boy off. The turtles. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Mix it with your straw if you prefer. It's perfect every single time. Now we'll get into the actual video that we were talking about. All right, I've got this all nice and propped up. So the first thing I'm gonna be showing you, this is one of my lockers. So at the salon we have these these lockers from IKEA. They don't sell them anymore. We get asked all the time where we get them from, and they have the frosted glass on them. So they look like this. They're so cute and they're great for storage. So when you open this puppy up, it looks like this. Voila, all organized. So let's get down to the breakdown. Don't fall. First things first, Shadesy Q. Shadesy Q is something I feel like all stylists use. It's like the best for toning, low lighting, rooting. It's just like your one holy grail. But organizing it can be a pain because they come in these little tiny tubes. So what I use are gonna be these guys. This is just a nail polish holder that I got from Amazon, and everything that I'm gonna be talking about, I'll link it in the description below so you guys can snag it yourself. But look at this. Nothing gets me going like this right here. It's amazing. Let's do a little montage. So this little nail polish holder is literally the perfect fit. Shadesy Q is like, I guess, the same exact size as that, so they fit in here, fit perfectly. You can store so many. The way that I like to do it is I go by levels. Utah is huge for blondes, and if you've seen any of my work, you know that I work with blondes all the time, so I have a ton of level 9 toners. So in here is gonna be anything from level 9. I labeled them at the top, And then I have this little label printer out, so I know if I look at it, I have level 9s here and then 10s right here. So these 3 are going to be level 9s. That's what's kind of in the middle of this section, and then this whole entire row is going to be level 10. Also, I have my Kris Jenner nails from Halloween still, so enjoy those in today's video. But when it comes to talking about these, they're so nice because it literally fits like a glove. It's the perfect size for this. Instead of having them all just stacked on your counter or trying to stack them all like this way on top of each other, kind of bricklay them to stack them. And I feel like you get a little bit more bang out of your buck whenever you get these and have everything super organized. Not only does it make it quicker, but easier to get to, and then also I can just pull this out and see everything. Basically when I'm using this, it's almost like everything has a home. So whenever it comes to this guy, I love it because I know where everything's at. I have it labeled on the side like I was talking about, and then also all I do is pull it out and I know my level 9s and 10s are here, and I can just look at the top from where I have it labeled and say, okay, I need 9GI, grabbed it. So I have 2 of these. I have 1s for 9s and 10s, and then I have another one that has a lot of 7s and 8s, 6s, and then I actually have a little stash somewhere else. But I also have a lot of things that I use to, like if anyone's ever going darker or anything like that, in another compartment, because I don't use this all the time. I don't put them in my main locker. I kind of have them in a backstock area. So these are going to be amazing for keeping your Shades EQ organized, and they're like 20 bucks. I don't know exactly. I'll put the price here. I could be totally right. I could be totally wrong. But they're amazing. I have 2 of them. So this is my first one. Something else I love about these is that they just slide in perfectly. Watch this. Oh, how satisfying is that? Fits like a glove. In the back I have my developers. I have a 20 volume and a 30 volume because that's what I use most. So these are my developers for lightning services, and I also have a backstop of toner bottles up here on my top shelf. Moving down, this is where I have most of the things that I root with or kind of tone. I have this little jar too that I got from Amazon. I'll link this guy. I just put my clips in this one. And then down here, same thing. I have my 7s. I use a lot of my 8s. This is just majority of what I use. It's organized on the top like I was saying at, and then I have an M on this one because it's kind of miscellaneous. If I pull it out and show you guys, it's got like some random 7 things for filling, like a 5, some 3Ns, things like that. So it's going to be just miscellaneous things. And so like I was saying, I have my developers for lightener up here. All my developers for toning is down here. So I have Shades EQ Gloss, Shades EQ Gel, my Goldwell Colorants bottles through there. And then moving down here, I have everything that I need for my lightening services and brushes. So I have my 2 favorites lighteners, and I love to use Goldwell Oxycure, Short Soft Blonde Me. I'm gonna close this lid, hopefully that doesn't get stale. And I have those on the side, and then I have this, which is kind of the same size, and I'll pull it out and show ya. Alright, so this is something that I got from Amazon as well. They have a ton at Target, and it's basically something that you keep on your kitchen counter to keep your kitchen utensils in it. But what I use is I keep my whisk and my color brushes in it. I also have a few random combs and stuff like that, but mainly it's color brushes and a few whisks. So this is not only freaking cute, but it's about the same size, like, and it's round, just like my cans of lightener. So it's going to be perfect to be putting those beside each other because they all kind of, you can kind of like place them how you want them. If you want to put this behind your lightener, so when you grab your lightener, you can just grab a brush, or you can put it in front. And then it's all organized right here. I know all of my color brushes are here. A few that I've been loving lately is going to be the Retkin ones. I've never used these before, but it's almost like a Goldwell brush, and that's my go-to brush. It's soft and flimsy, but then it's also got like the coverage of a Big Daddy by Fraymar. Fraymar was my favorite brush for any kind of like root touch-ups or anything like that, or all over color. And then Goldwell is my favorite for lightening. This because it's wide and I feel like I can get a lot of coverage with it. But this one because it's got really soft bristles and I feel like it kind of saturates the hair really evenly. But then if you put these 2 together, you would literally get this Retkin brush right here. So this is my favorite. It's almost like my 2 favorite brushes had a freaking baby. Been loving him lately. So I've got a couple of those on top of having my whisk. And then also I've got bowls. A lot of people ask why we have ceramic bowls at the salon. 1, because they're cute. 2, because they're heavier than like plastic bowls like this one. So if I'm ever using Goldwell, I will use this, but this is just a little bit flimsier. These are cuter and heavier. These actually came from Target, but I'll link some from Amazon just because you could probably get them there. You can get anything from Amazon. It's the best. That's why I'm obsessed with hacks from there. They never let me down. But like I was saying, these are a little bit heavier than those plastic bowls, so they're not going to be moving around when you're like scraping the bottom of your bowl to get the last bit of product or anything like that. They just stay in place. They're not flopping around all over the place. This is a good find. So also, I have my Olaplex right there because I don't ever do any lightening services without adding it. It is the best. Olaplex is my OG go-to I love this stuff. It keeps the hair so healthy whenever you're doing any kind of color service, even if I'm just doing like a root color or gray coverage. Still mix in this guy just because it's really nourishing to the hair. Love him. Now that you've seen the first three, we're gonna move down to this one. And what I have down here is I have another bond builder, which is Brazilian bond builder, and I've been trying to play around with it, but it's just like Olaplex is my favorite, and I've kind of played around with Flash Lift with bonder inside, so I have that guy back here. So I've got a few color stains on here. I've tried to scrub them, but it's just where I've spilt color and toners and stuff, and it's been from the top leaking down. Sorry about it. And then in here I have gloves. So I've been trying to do really good about using my freaking gloves so my hands don't get messy. I used to feel like they really held me back and like restricted me from like touching and feeling the hair and kind of knowing what I'm doing, but what I do is I take a pair and fold it in like a pair of socks and put them in here, so I know whenever it's time for me to use gloves, all I have to do is grab one of these guys. They're in a row. I've got a couple, so this many would last me a few days, so I don't even have to worry about refilling it often, but whenever I do need them, I'll just snag these guys and be on my way. And then this puppy, one of my favorite things, it makes my life so easier. So this is gonna be my toning kit. So if anytime I'm toning anyone, I'll go and grab this guy right here. Boom. So this is going to be my toning kit, and I love this guy so much. Anytime I go to tone someone, I can just rip it out, look through my cheesy cute organizers, grab it. I know exactly what shelf my developers are on. Super organized, makes me a lot quicker. Then here's everything that I need to tone. I have this little bowl, it's also ceramic. It's from Target as well, but I'll try to link a couple that are really cute, but this is gonna be my rooting bowl. Anytime I do highlights and root, I'll use this guy because you don't really need a big bowl, and it fits perfectly in this little tray. Also, I have a Redken Shades measuring cup. I've been trying to do better about measuring, but most of the time I just kind of eyeball it. A toner bottle is what I have in here. I have a few clippy guys, and then I also have my blonding comb for whenever I'm sectioning out the hair. It makes it a lot easier, and I can put the hair into different quadrants. This comb is going to be the blonding comb by Jay-Z Styles. It's like $3, something so cheap. I'll link it to. It's awesome. And then I have a brush to tone with, and then my Jay-Z Styles blending comb. So it's everything I need to do to do a root, to tone, everything. I'm gonna slide him back because it's so satisfying. It slides in right here. The next shelf is what I use for anyone who has gray coverage. Gray coverage is right here with a few little toners, and then these are the Goldwell Colorances. These are some of my favorite toners. I love Goldwell Colorances, as you guys probably know, but in here they're kind of these little things that are like a little bit awkward. They can take up a lot of room when you go like this, so what I like to do, just so I can see like on top what it is, I kind of stack them on top of each other and bricklay them, and they lay really nicely. And then in the back of these, I'll take a few out and give you a little bit of a view. But what I have in the back is, since I have all this storage kind of like a wall in the front, and the back it kind of acts like, if you can see it, I have a few round brushes and extra things like that in there. So it's kind of like a secret compartment back there. So if I don't want anyone to steal anything that I'm going to be really needing that day, I kind of hide it back there. Sometimes I'll even hide extra toners back there just to make sure no one borrows them, so I know that they're here, especially when I'm getting back from a trip. Down here is kind of just like a range of stuff. What I have is just a lot of random styling products, toners, a few different shampoos, conditioners, and treatments. I have a box of gloves just because it doesn't really fit anywhere. I have a check that I need to deposit, and then also I have this little container, kind of like my toning one. It's just a square one that says replace on it. So what I'll do is whenever I'm done using something, I'll throw it in here. At the end of the week, I'll text my salon rep, and what that's going to be doing is send in my order, so then it's delivered to the salon. I usually do hair on Tuesdays and Thursdays for sure, and sometimes on Wednesdays, just depending on how busy I am or if someone needs to get in last minute. So what I do is I text my salon rep at the end of the day on Thursday, because that's the end of my work week whenever it comes to hair. Put in my order of everything that's in there, so I don't have to like search or make sure I don't miss anything that I'm going to be needing for the following week. Text her, put in my order. It'll arrive on Monday. I'm usually here on Mondays doing like videos and podcasts and working behind the scenes. So on Monday I can take my shipment, label my toners or whatever it is, put them in the right compartments, and then I know exactly what I need. I know that I've replaced it, and then I'm ready to roll on Tuesday. It has saved me a lot of time, because going to the beauty supply can be such a pain, especially if you forget something. So knowing exactly what I need to replace and having it delivered through a salon rep is so nice. The next thing I'm going to be showing you is going to be how I organize my kit for whenever I'm doing extension installs or move up. So flipping the camera around, this is going to be just literally like a fishing tackle box that I got, and I have one for brunette and I have one for blondes. And if you open them up, it's just really nice to have like the fishing tackle thing because they have all these small compartments. And so what I have is needles, clips, even a little section of beads, and I have 2 pairs of shears, regular shears, texturizing shears, so I can have everything to even cut and blend their extensions. And then I have a few combs that we have just to go ahead and section it off. Oh, so in here I have a few loop tools that are already beaded, they're ready to go, so now I can just grab them and go. In here I have my section rings, I have my grippers to keep the little flyaways down, and I've also taken our tape tabs and cut them up a little bit so they'll fit a little bit better in here. So I just cut them directly in half and it fits like a glove, so I have those in here. Then I also have some clips, so whenever I'm cleaning up the extensions, so anything I'm going to need for a move up install, anything for extensions, I can just tell my assistant, hey, go grab my blonde kit or my brunette kit. Something that's really nice about just having the exact same tackle box is both of them have the same little tiny compartments and cubby holes or whatever they're called, and so no matter what if I'm doing blondes to brunette, I know exactly, like, I always keep my loop tools here, I always keep my clips here, my beads are over in the corner if I need to refill a bead or anything. At any time that I run out of a loop tool at the end of the day or after the service, or if I have a little break, I'll just reload them. They're always ready to go because they can get a little crazy whenever you're double or triple booking and working with assistants. So it's made my life a lot easier. They stack on top of each other like this, so a lot of times I'll take them like this and just slide them in the sideways so they don't take up a lot of room at all. I know they were in my locker drawer. I've been just keeping them on top of my locker. So there is that guy, and then I'm gonna be showing you my kind of back supply of how I keep that too. One more thing that I need to add for whenever it comes to my extension move ups or anything like that, what I have is this little case here too. On the bottom of it, it's a bunch of pre-ripped foil, so I don't have to worry about coming in and ripping them really quick or anything. But on top, this is just how I store it. I don't have it like this all the time. Whenever I store it, I do have these guys, and it is brunette thread and blonde thread. So also whenever my assistant or if I'm grabbing my blonde extension kit, they're gonna grab the blonde thread or the brunette thread, whatever we're working on, and it just has a little container that I got from Amazon, and the little stools of thread fit perfectly in here, lay on top, and my removing tool and my pliers don't really fit into that. I just have them laying on top, and what I have is 2 pairs of some gold ones and black ones, so then I always am just ready to go, so I don't have to worry about swapping them out or anything. Everything's got a home, and so I like to keep a ton of stuff on supply when it comes to like anything that I can stock up on if I have just like a little extra money, or if I just really over going to the beauty supply so much. So over here I have another locker, and there's going to be like these little black filing cabinets, and what I keep in here is mainly just backstop stuff, so if I run out of it, here's my backup. So in the bottom one I have a ton of developers for everything that I use for my lighteners and toning. Everything is going to be in there, and then if I close this guy up, and here I kind of have just a backstop of a few different things. I have a few boxes of Shades EQ like this, of the colors that I go through a ton. I use a ton of 7N, a ton of 9P, so I have a bunch of those, and then I have a few more root colors, or colors I'd use for all over colors, a few jars of lightener just in case I run out, a few more styling products, this, and then those little like 5CBs or toners that I was talking about that you have, that I use not a ton, but I just use them for like filling and stuff like that. And then I also have right here, if you can see, an extra thing of our remover, so I don't have to like run and check out any. This isn't the most organized, but it is kind of nice when just to have everything kind of on stock. And then in this top guy right here, I have just more Shades EQ, and then a few random toners and a few extra tapes in the back. That is all the organization hacks that I have for you today. I'm gonna try to do more videos like this because this stuff just gets me going. There's nothing I love more than a hack or anything from Amazon, and any excuse I can find to shop at Amazon, I'm going to take you up on it. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'm going to be posting a lot more hair things, a lot more hacks, some color tutorials and fun things like that, so make sure you stay tuned. I also need to vlog a little more. We travel all the time to all these cool places and do all these cool things, but it's just a little annoying having a camera, to carry a camera around and stuff, and I'm going to try to be a little bit better about that. So if you need anything that I showed today, I'm going to have descriptions and links all down below, so let me know what kind of videos you want in the comments below, and I'll catch you on the flip side. I gotta stop saying catch you on the flip side, that's like weird. See ya.